Hello and welcome to the International Society for Physical Activity and Health podcast. Our first podcast series is a rapid-fire series on ISPA's councils and networks. It's time to get into our podcast for today with your host, Matthew Teppy McLaughlin. Okay, today I'm here with Professor Jasper Schipperijn from the CEPA Council and also the president of the ISPA Society. So, hi Jasper, how are you?
Hi Teppy, good, thank you, and you?
Good. So could you tell us who the CEPA Council are?
Yeah, so the CEPA Council on Environment and Physical Activity is one of ISPA's oldest councils, I think, and it's a council where we basically are a group of researchers interested in looking at the relation between the physical environment and physical activity, and have been conducting research collaborative studies across the world in the past. We've done a series of reviews on different topics within physical environment and physical activity in many places around the world.
So that's, the Council on Environment and Physical Activity. Okay, so what are those things that CEPA has been involved in?
So CEPA has, for example, been involved in looking at different studies of urban green space. We looked at, what type of green space interventions have been done around the world and sort of what seems to work. We've been looking at transportation policies, how cities have used different types of transportation policies and what effect that seems to have on mode shares or the different types of transportation. So those are type of activities that have been done. We've also been trying to involve sort of the non-Western countries very much. So we've always been striving after having members in Latin and South America, African members, also in Bangladesh, India have been very active parts of CEPA too. Again, so some of this evidence that exists within built environment or physical environment and physical activity tends to be from Western countries. But obviously, as we all know, in a developing country, cities look very different. The health issues are very different. So is it still relevant there? For example, do some of the findings we have from North America or Europe, do they apply to countries like Nigeria or Bangladesh? And that's one of the things we have been working on within CEPA.
Okay, and so just wrapping up then, if people want to find more about the Council on Environment and Physical Activity, CEPA, they can head to the website?
They can head to the website. There's more information there. You would be very welcome to join the council. The council is chaired by Deborah Salvo, who originally from Mexico but now working in the US, and she's very happy on maternity leave at the moment. But as soon as she is back to work, you can definitely contact her or any of the other council members and meet us at one of the next events and come and join.
Great. Thank you, Jasper.
Thank you, Teppy.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's podcast. But if you haven't done so already, I'll encourage you to subscribe to your favourite podcast channel. The International Society for Physical Activity and Health podcast is available on all of the leading podcast channels, including Apple, Spotify, Google. If you've got an idea for a podcast, you can send that through to info@ispa.org. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope you can join us on our podcast again soon.